Cool. So we're coming towards the end of the first day of M0, and we started off from the Melon team hearing about the protocol from back to end and hearing how, in theory, funds could potentially become faster, cheaper to set up, cheaper to run, more secure, decentralized, free to operate, and potentially technology-regulated funds is a big theme that the day sort of started off with. We then moved on to talk about token creators, well, at least some of them, and then we had the panel discussion around some of the token creators. We then heard from asset managers themselves who have either set up or are in the process of setting up some crypto funds. And then we have another full agenda tomorrow where we're talking about data feed providers, decentralized exchanges, governance, and what the future looks like, because we're just on the cusp of it. But let's agree on one thing. We all here believe that there is a better future for asset management and that most of the people in this room are building it together. So with that, I give you MAMA, which is already on the screen. MAMA stands for the Multi-Chain Asset Managers Association. This is an incorporated Swiss association but operates on a global level. This association aims to put together product and service providers. A lot of them were speakers here in the room today. A lot of them we couldn't fit into the schedule. But there's loads of us out here fighting for a better asset management future, and we need to be part of the discussion. This theme came up several times, whether it was from Sean Park's panel on the regulatory panel with Mike Butcher. But it should be us at the forefront of this discussion. We should be the people. The people who understand the technology, I can't see me myself, but the people who understand the technology should be having these discussions with the regulator, how it's going to impact, how it's going to look, and how are we going to bring this. It doesn't make any sense to try and fit this technology into existing regulation. We need to shape the future and think about the future. So this association primarily aims to protect and represent the product and service providers in the technology space around asset managers, the asset managers themselves and the investors in those funds. We need to think, this theme again came up time and time again, how do we protect the investors in this asset class and the investors in these funds? How do we think about, if you're in the legal business or the custodial business or any of the kind of fund administration business, what does this mean for your future? And so, on that front, we're happy to have discussions with anyone in that field who would like to be a part of MAMA. And who would like to be part of the discussion and learn from the pioneers in this room and beyond who are building the future. And finally, again, this came up time and time again. We want to be discussing with the regulators, what does it that makes sense? I want to see all of you people, especially the guys who are building the technology, involved in this. And maybe just a few words on the goals of the association. Again, we've heard this a few times. In the absence of clear regulation, we need to do the best we can to self-regulate ourselves. We need to discuss what is it that makes the most sense. We need to research and we need to continue the great research we've been doing and educate from the education system all the way up to the regulators and the government level. We need to help promote security best practices around the multi-chain asset management technology. And we need to take a leadership role in defining and setting the industry standards. I hope that with MAMA we can shape this future governance procedures around multi-chain asset managers, multi-chain asset managers systems. And I hope that we can also work together with other bodies, including other bigger organizations which are less targeted, like the EEA Token Alliance, and other organizations to come together to a common language. So with that, I'm happy to announce that together with MME and Busman Advisory, we have founded MAMA. This is supported by the Canton of Zug Economic Affairs as a networking partner. We also have the support of University of Lausanne. We have Credit Suisse AG, Passport Capital, JTC Group, MME, Bitcoin Suisse, Crypto Fund AG, Busman Advisory, Kinetic Capital, Lendroid, 0x Project, FFinex, Omega One, Uport, Void, Kryptonite, Cyberfund, Melonport, of course, New Fund, Midas Technologies, Lakeside Capital Partners, and Virtual Capital Ventures, all as founding members. And with today, we give you MAMA. The founding memberships are open until November 15th. We hope that we catch a few more members along the way. And I'm very happy to announce that Mr. Bernard Neidhart from the Canton of Zug is also here to say a couple of quick words around Mama, and their support has been absolutely